Hi, I'm David Pantoja. I'm a public accounting student and a law student soon. So today we're going to talk about tax regulation and that's it. Let's gonna start. Well, this topic is very interesting and it's a part of the public accounting and even law that is not explored in a really important way, such a theoretical part, until this century. I decided to talk about tax regulation because today in day most of the business don't have a tax system that allows recognizing the fiscal factors that affect their accounting system. I like it because it's an unexplored area and that make me believe that it's a way in which I can contribute to Colombian fiscal system for private business. The public accounting major is part of the administrative economic sciences and it means that it's related to the successful of a business. The business world works like a machine. This machine has many parts that conforms a unique system. In other words, for a business to be successful has to understand how does it work the accounting, the laws, and the taxes. Another important reason of tax regulation is that if you don't follow tax rules, you must pay a big amount of money, and this could end in a bankruptcy of your business. Well, one of the most important taxer, in my humble opinion, in Colombia is Jose Orlando Corredor Alejo, doctor, that is a public accountant from Javeriana University, a lawyer from National University, and has a postgraduate in taxing from Andes University. I want to add that one day I will be like him. So let's get into the topic. Today I'm going to give you an introduction to the tax system in Colombia. The first thing that we're going to do is to determine the principles and the meaning of the basic vocabulary of taxes. As we know, the Colombian political constitution shelters the rights and duties of the Colombian people, and that's why in his 95 article, Little 9 says that it's a duty to contribute the financing of the expenses and investments of the government within the concepts of justice and equity. The last two concepts determine the beginning of basis for the taxes. But before talking about these topics, the another important book of our legislation is the tax statute, in which we can find the justice spirit in the 683 article and equity we can find it in the 363 article of the Colombian political constitution. This article is the article that regulates tax law in the political constitution of Colombia. It says that the tax system is based on four principles: equity, efficiency, progressiveness, and not retroactivity. We're going to start explaining the justice spirit. The justice spirit means two relevant things. The first thing is the responsibility that a public employee has to follow for omission or for extra limitation. And the second one is that the state doesn't intend that you, the taxpayer, pay more than the amount that you are able to pay. After explaining this, we are going to talk about the four principles of the tax system. Equity principle. In the taxes, we can find two equity types, horizontal and vertical. The horizontal equity says that for people that have a similar economic situation, we apply the same rate. However, the vertical equity says that for people that have different economic situation, we apply a different rate for each situation. Progressiveness. This principle says that the people who have a strong economic muscle are supposed to pay more than people who have a weak economic muscle. If you have more, you pay more. Efficient. This principle says that the collection system have to be efficient, and it means that the collection couldn't be more expensive than the money received. Not retroactivity. This principle says that the acts that happened in the past couldn't affect the present. The next thing that is necessary to understand the tax system is the relevant definition. Let's go start to the first one. The first one, passive subject, is the subject that has to pay the tax. Easy. The second one, active subject, is the subject that receives the tax, the amount of money. Third one, generator fact, is the fact that generates the tax, the situation. And the last one, rate, is the percent that applies to the generator fact. These four elements have to be recognized in the moment that exists a purchase. For example, Jose is going to buy a bicycle that costs $28. In the review of the bill, he realized that the attendant billed $6.6. Jose was talking with David, the attendant, and asking the reason why he billed that amount. The answer of David is that the bicycle is an object that generates IVA, and the rate is for 2020 is the 19%. The taxes have a direct relation with all the topics in accounting, like cost accounting, finance accounting, assurance. In other words, in every topic that we learn, we understand that the taxes have had an impact in order to take decisions and to make the finance statements. Well, in my humble opinion, to help this topic to continue advancing, it's necessary to teach it since you're in school. Because this topic affects your daily life, in which you buy, in which you get done, in everything. The education that we are supposed to receive in the college is said to be focused in a business responsibility, duties, rights, and another things. However, this is necessary to teach it in a basic form that will help us to take decisions in our personal things. As I told you before, tax regulation must be taught in a basic form because this topic affects our daily day, the decisions that an employee have to take, and most of the people don't know how does it work.